Yo, what up? It's Big Test, not the little one. I'm in the loop.
100% pure the oil.
In the Loop Podcast, we back with another episode. I'm your boy Doe Dollar.
It's your boy Lance the Chef in the building.
Make sure y'all go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, please, and keep us working. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Y'all see what's going on.
See it.
Y'all see, we got Big Test in the building, not the little one.
Yes.
Some of y'all might know him, some of y'all about to learn him today.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. Test, what's up, man?
What's up, brothers?
Appreciate you for coming.
Shit like a state test.
You know what I mean?
Man, thanks
SAT, this shit for real.
Thanks for having me in here, bro.
Thank you. Hold on, let's clap it up to give it a little energy in the room, man. Yeah. Test pulled up.
Shout out
told me he
shout
was
out
coming.
To In the Loop, man, for real.
Appreciate that,
y'all
bro.
Make sure y'all subscribe, like bro said too.
He told
Make
me he was
sure you
coming.
do that.
He pulled up, kept his word. He here. Y'all see what's going on. Test, man. We got Test in the building. Man, I don't even know where to start at with Test, man. First and foremost, for the people that don't know, tell the people where you from, Test.
Man, I'm from South Baltimore, Brooklyn to be exact, Zone 25. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't gonna lie, he been putting on since I knew him. Since I knew of him, he been putting on, y'all.
Been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Real long time. Super long time.
I think one of my first memories since we get to sit down and chop it up.
Yeah.
I remember me and Cuz, we used to rap and shit. We trying to figure out which way to go about it. For some reason, which today I don't understand no more, but they told us we need an entertainment lawyer. Right? This is what they tell us. We need an entertainment lawyer to succeed. Mind you,
Bro,
music is music.
then they used to tell us all kind of stupid ass shit.
Bro, they
back
told
then,
us we
like,
need an entertainment lawyer, bro. We were like, yo, well,
obviously we did, you did, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas used to make that shit like if you ain't got an entertainment lawyer, you can't go forward. Like,
yo,
you
but
can't
we ain't had no
proceed.
buzz.
Nah, I
we ain't
know.
had shit for the entertainment
Nigga
lawyer
don't
to
even
do.
got nothing to give him.
We learned what the entertainment lawyer supposed to do, hiring them.
Facts.
like,
Facts.
like, you feel me? We ain't no shit. Nigga tell us, man, we say, yo, well, who the lawyer we need?
Yeah.
They tell us go get Paul Gardner.
Oh God.
We set a meeting with him. We go down there. He did some slick shit for us. We didn't take advantage of. He legalized our company. Yeah. And
Paul
shit.
was cool, man. Paul had his picks.
No, Paul was a crook.
It definitely
That's why I
felt
say he had
good.
his
I
pick.
went
Be
in
the
that
one to-
office. I ain't going
He
front.
made it felt good. He had a picture of him and Obama on the wall. If you knew, you knew. It felt good. It felt like we was
I
about to
think I
make
probably
it.
been in there one time in that office. I did see that picture.
Did he represent you?
Nah, I
He
never,
didn't represent
I
you.
never had
Well, I'm gonna
Paul.
tell you the story.
I heard too much about Paul.
He didn't represent you?
Nah.
That's crazy. Cause
So he told
He used
us.
to use me
no,
as reference, like to people. 'Cause
Bro, when we
people
came
used to
in
call
there,
me,
bro-
like I thought Paul was your. I'm like, I don't know.
Listen, like you said, as a reference, when we came in there, he was the reference on. You was the reference on what we need to be doing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at this guy. Look at him. You see this? This is what you need. This is what you need to be doing. So
That's
after
crazy.
that, I'm following Test for real. This before it was Instagram and Facebook and
none
all
of
that
that
shit.
That's why
we
they
on
take you to
MySpace.
entertainment law. Instagram would have said you don't need no fucking entertainment law. If we had Instagram, we wouldn't even do Paul Gardner.
Man, we keeping up with Test because Paul Gardner.
Yeah.
Mind you, he still owe us like $3,500, and he ain't even on the bar no more, man. Hey, yo, Paul, if you watching this, man, I need that chicken back, man. Real shit.
Something happened with him. Didn't
Yeah,
it?
he got disbarred.
Yeah, he did some wild shit.
Them crook shit.
Damn, Paul.
Yeah, man,
Paul
but
definitely made us feel like we was in the right place.
Yeah, nah,
we gave him that motherfucking money.
I remember I used to see Paul in the club. I used to see, you know when I knew something was weird with that? Because I used to see Paul in spaces and places where I was like, I get that you's that entertainment lawyer, but you got to draw the line somewhere.
Nah, that
He was
nigga
out there recruiting.
Like, yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying? But it was like, you could tell though, like I could even tell, like me not even being a professional as a child, I just looked at the nigga and knew like it was janky, like, you know?
Nah, listen, this nigga charged us $250 for a motherfucking phone call.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, shit like that.
Hey, Blizz, you go open the door? They locked down out there. Yeah, Paul charged us $250 for a phone call. We had to be rookies, man. We ain't know what the fuck was going on, man.
We
Niggas,
was just giving money away.
That's what we was
He
doing.
was learning though.
We was giving it away.
He
Man.
was learning though. That shit won't happen again, will it?
Not at all.
I think back then too, man. I used to see you on commercials, man. I think you like first and foremost, I want to give you your flowers, man. You one of the first people I know that had the city.
I appreciate
when it
it,
come
bro.
to Baltimore City, who making noise,
Yeah.
who have a spotlight on them, who you also could see outside doing great bodies of work.
appreciate
Chasing
it.
their career, bro. I seen that before. Like a lot of people might know you from Atlanta, London. I remember the grind in Baltimore with Test.
Yeah, back then it was Test Me.
Yeah,
Right,
for
Test
sure.
Me, CDs and shit.
Like, you know when a nigga make it,
You
they
go down
make
the
their
flea
name
market,
shorter.
you go down Patapsco.
That's how you know a nigga up when he shortened his name.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
it was Young
He done
Jeezy.
changed the shit. He done dropped the. He done
Now
dropped
it's
the
just
meat.
Jeezy.
Right, it ain't no young to it no more. It's
Nah,
it was Lil
for real-
Boosie.
For real, yo. Like
Now it's just
when
Boosie.
people ask me, because obviously in Baltimore niggas know me as Test Me, right, or even Lil Test Me. But all it was like when I was that young doing all that music. Obviously, I was like very consistent. Like I would always drop fucking 3-4 projects a year, shit like that. So I had so much music as a kid, and like I felt like every year I would evolve and get better, or start trying new shit, or you know, just certain things of that nature, right? And it was like then I had all these different managers back then in them times. So it was like for me when I linked with Future and Geo and started doing the chillin' hard music shit with the bros, I was like, I already wanted to kind of figure out how can I separate all that shit before, because I was a real little kid doing music. So it's like when I got with Future, I felt like damn, this is becoming a real thing in my life. So it's like I didn't think about changing my name. I was just like, man, I got to do something to separate myself from this old shit. I wound up just taking the me off my name because of Future, for real. We was in a car going to 92Q. He was doing a promo run. This is a long time ago. And we in the car and we stopped at, what's the radio in DC? WPGC. Mm-hmm. We did that station first. And then we got in the car and got on the road and come up to Baltimore to do 92Q. And fucking, when we was at the WPGC, people was like, obviously they meeting Future for the first time, and I'm there, so they like, oh yeah, what's your name? And I'm saying, Test Me. But the people responding and shit saying, like you would hear somebody say, text you? I'm like, nah, Test Me. They like, say it, what you say? Because like they wasn't understanding.
Yeah, it go
name,
together
right?
like a...
Yeah, so if you didn't know me, it was like a complete throw off. Like,
Right.
and at the time, like, I remember that this happening like 3 times that day, like before we got to 92Q. Now, mind you, in Baltimore, everybody know me already. So we're coming up to Baltimore. I'm excited. I remember being in the van. I was excited as shit because we about to come to our radio station. I got Future. I'm with Future. So I'm like, yeah, like.
Is Future already super?
No. This is when people were still like not knowing what's going on. People still like, I don't know if I like
It's
it.
right after racks on racks
Yeah,
on
this
racks.
is that. Tony Montana is out.
Yeah.
And long story short, bro, I'm excited. I'm in the car, and I just remember Future like just like he wasn't really talking. He was just in the phone, and I'm talking for real the whole time. He just turned around, look at me, and go, "Damn, man, you gonna talk the whole time?" And I'm just like, "Damn, I'm talking too much." So right, so I'm high and shit. So I'm like, "Let me shut the fuck up." So look. I wind up shutting the fuck up. I'm high as hell in my head like that. I just talk too much. We shut the fuck up.
I fucked up.
So I done shut up so much that it's really quiet as a motherfucker. To the point where nigga kind of felt bad. So nigga said, nah, bro, nah, you good. I was just saying like, you know what I mean? Well, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So now I'm like, oh, all right, cool, you know, dude, whatever. Yeah, you right. We chill out. I'm geeked up. You know, I'm just excited, whatever. And I remember, so now he looking at me, he just say, man, you need to change your name to Test. He just said, mind you, we pulling up at 92Q when he's saying this. We pulling in the parking lot. And I looked down and I wasn't feeling it at all. Like I wasn't.
You already touched me. Like,
yeah,
that's my
I
name.
didn't even understand where this just came from. So like
nigga, you testing me?
So I'm just looking, no, I'm just like, I'm like, change my name. I'm like, And I'm just looking at him. He could tell like that my brain is just like did a backflip. Like he like this little nigga's lost now. He don't even know what to say to me back. So I was like, he said, nah, man, like look, this is what I'm trying to say. So what he did was, which I'm glad that he thought like this to be able to break down what he's trying to say, because I told you I was thrown off. Like what? Like why would you even? What is this for? Like it's coming straight out of left field. But he say, man, when we was at the other spot, every time you telling somebody your name, they like what? What's your name? Text you. I'm not even knowing he's peeping this shit. So when he's saying it, I'm knowing that this is really happening. And to be honest with you, when they was fumbling my name, I didn't like it. Even I didn't like how it felt. Like
Right.
So obviously he's like, yeah, he like, man, when you say your name, they gotta know your name. Da-da-da. And what made it really connect with me, because I told you I wasn't feeling it. So he's seen no matter what he's saying, I'm listening, but he can tell it ain't connecting. So then he just stopped and used himself. He said, all right, I'm just gonna use me. Look, he like, nigga, my rap name was Meathead. He's like, my shit used to be Meathead. He like, man, that shit sound crazy as fuck. He's
Right.
like,
Meathead.
yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, that's what he telling. That's what he says. Like, man, it just sound crazy. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? He's like, but Future. He's like, look at it, Future. Like, you can market that. That shit marketable, Future. Like, and he like, yeah, like Test. Like, it's straight to the point. And then he say, and nigga, once niggas know you, they say Test anyway. Like the people once people around you and they locked in with you, they just be calling you Test. Like, he's like, you ain't even changing your name. It's still your name.
I got 2 questions. When you was going about Test Me,
Yeah.
how did you come up with that name? And then my other question is, what was the link? How did you link up with Future?
To answer the first question, my mama used to call me Test Me. And my homie Didge, aka Sino, he used to call me Lil Test Me.
Where it came from though,
Just like from Didge, because I rap. So my mother would call me on some, I'm just getting on her goddamn nerve, like Lil Test Me, Lil always testing me and shows on that type of time. And he was on some, when I was a kid, I rapped since I was a child. So like, I'm talking about like 10 years old, I'm rapping. So I was one of them little niggas that, you know, you motherfucker be like, yo, you rap? And they be like, oh yeah, I rap. And then the motherfucker be like, shit, spit something. You ain't even had to tell me. As soon as you asked me did I rap, I already knew what time this shit was ready to go to. So I just started spitting. So my man, he older than me. He used to, just be like, it's my little nigga. He used to be like, man, that's a little test me and test me. Ask him to rap, like, basically, it was like that. So that's how that happened. That's how I got to be calling that. As far as me linking with Future,
like how that day went. Was it like exactly how it went on the first link up? Was it conversations before?
So basically it was just like this. I can sum it up to you. We got a mutual homie, which is like my big brother. His name Chuck, aka Gio. Chuck locked up. Free Chuck, by the way. He on his way out of there. You know what I'm saying? But Future's like his little brother, right? So Chuck older than both of us. So that's Future's like his little brother.
Oh, that's dope.
Right. And Chuck is originally from New Orleans. But he like a worldwide running around nigga though. Like he, real get money nigga. Just as far as like when I say he's from New Orleans, but he's from everywhere he's ever been.
Right.
He's one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So obviously he from out Baltimore as well. And Chuck he took a liking to me early on and would just always come to the shows and he would support, he'd buy sections and bring everybody in from the hood and all that, just like always support me. And he always be like, man, you remind me of my little nigga. He always that's what he'll say. You remind me of my little nigga, Tess. I fuck with you. And Chuck, like I say, from New Orleans, so he kind of got a country accent, you know what I'm saying? So like me being a Baltimore kid, but knowing like he not from the city, when he was tell me shit, I would know it like that this is valid. He not even from where we from. So when he's telling me, whatever he's telling me, I'm like, I would always look at Chuck just a certain way. So when he would say, you remind me of my little nigga, he said it so much that one day he said it and it just made me be like, man, who's your little nigga? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I really need to know at this point, like who you be talking about? And he was like, oh, my little nigga named Meat in Atlanta, Meathead in Atlanta. He go by Future now. Now, mind you, I know Future. I'm hearing Future music from an artist named Future already. I've already been hearing it. So, but I'm like, he would have just said this is this person. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, it was Future, bro. And when I realized it, because obviously, what's the song, Racks on Racks, like you said, that had come out, and he's like, yeah, this Future right here on here, he wrote this, for Buddy and and all this, and
Was that before same damn time?
yeah, that's
the first. That record when Future came out. I think that's one of the shits that kind of kicked his career. He wrote a record. He was in the studio. Supposedly, he could correct me if I'm wrong because I'm just on the outside. In the studio with a nigga, kind of wrote it. He rapped the shit and it blew up, and then tried to take like 100% credit of writing the record.
So like basically, you basically correct what happened. He was in the
Young Chris.
Yeah, YC, I believe. That was his name. He was in the studio with Buddy. Obviously, Future's done the song, like the whole song, and it's told.
What song? The Racks on Racks.
Yeah, Racks on
You
Racks.
don't remember
on
that
Racks.
shit?
Yeah, Racks on Racks on Racks.
Right. So the nigga that's on the song with him, Future did his parts as well. The cadences, told him how to say it. All that.
Is that writing for a nigga though? We in the studio and you like, yo, say it like
that's
this.
That's producing. You producing the song. And
Did
writing.
he write the bars?
Yeah, you get writers credits and yeah. Yeah, for the most part, if I'm telling you say this shit like this, I mean, I'm not taking no credit from you, but I'm involved too now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially on that level, like Future, you gotta remember Future's done the hook and the song.
But he didn't vocally record the hook.
Yeah, that's Future.
Oh, it is.
A campaign going so strong, getting brain when I'm talking on the phone. Spend money when your money this.
But he's not in the video on the hook.
I'm gonna tell you, he is in the video, but they edited bruh out. When you go watch that video now, they tried to shout out to Pluto, man.
Yeah, shout out to Pluto, man.
They tried Pluto in the beginning.
They did, bro, and that's what I think.
Niggas was playing, bro.
I remember that controversy on World Star.
They tried edit. The reason you just said you ain't see him in the video, you did. You just ain't realize it. They tried edit him out of it. Long story short, just so we can get past it, YC was the one that got the record deal. They had gave the deal to him. Obviously, Future's done the song. They need to put him in there, but they trying to cut him out the whole picture. And they thought they did that. You understand what I'm saying? But like you see how it turned out. You feel me? But
that was the last time you heard of yo.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like that's how that went.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They tried to cut bro out of the situation because that's when I was getting ready to meet bro. That was what was going on with him. This is what I would hear Chuck saying, like, man, them folks trying to play with bro. And then I remember he was like, man, they said they try to edit him out the video. And I remember watching the video and feeling like you felt like, damn, I didn't even see him. But then I went back and watched it and was like, damn, that's Future right there. But
see, I never knew. I know from the controversy side, when the song came out, I thought it was just a nigga maybe featuring Future. It wasn't until the beef came out that I remember clearly. And Future was made a video saying I made that.
The first time I heard Future was the same damn time joint.
Nah, see the controversy behind him. That's him taking off now. Yeah. He done got a little.
He done took off.
Yeah, he done took off because he got the focus that I wrote that shit. Like, I mean, now
facts.
He put that shit out World Star. That shit doing millions on World Star.
And to be fair, he's been doing shit behind the scenes. Like, if you really dig into it,
he's fucking with Rocco too, right?
Yeah, you'll see all kind of music that Future's responsible for before he was even who he is.
Yeah,
like you're
fucking
really,
with Dungeon Family. I kind of remember a lot of that.
He's like Bubba Sparks. I believe Pluto. I think they say Pluto wrote Bubba Sparks first. If man,
booty.
Yeah, I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together and bring it back. There like that. He worked on that record like shit.
I'm thinking about another song. I don't think that's Buddy Sparks. Yeah. That's the same song.
Yeah. Booty.
I found you, Miss Big Booty.
But no cat. Like a lot of shit, bro. Like I heard a lot of like. Obviously, I've been in Atlanta for some time, so I've heard shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, and then when you put it together, you're like, yeah, I can hear bro doing that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
you know
shout out to Future, man. But I want to get into Test, man. What inspired you to be a rapper, and do you have any artists that really inspired you to start going?
Man, I got old soul, bro. Like, I can honestly tell you, like, what made me want to do music was just, like, watching, like, Michael Jackson when I was a kid. Just seeing Michael Jackson
That's real.
perform.
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga was a superstar. I used to want to be like Mike.
Yeah, to watch Michael perform and, like, just, like, the way he had influence and shit. And just, like, when I was a kid, my perception of Michael Jackson was just, like, he was just like a super duper star. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to just look at that shit and just be like intrigued by all that. Like, man, I'm trying to, you know, I was a kid that like I look at a music video and want to do. I want to be everybody. I don't mind if I'm the extra motherfucker, the main motherfucker. If I'm the, I used to just look at every single person, like, you know what I'm saying. So that shit what made me want to do music. But as far as like what really had me like I'm trying to rap, because at first I was trying to stop Michael Jackson. When I was a little kid, I'm singing and shit. Yeah. When I got like 11, 12, I'm like, oh, I can't sing for real. You feel me? Woo. And I remember my sister Erica. Shout out to Erica. She had like strategic songs she would play all the time, and it was a song called Renee by what's the nigga?
Cheeks.
Mr. Cheeks, Lost Boys, right? And I'm a kid. I don't know what the fuck none of his lyrics meant, but I knew all the words to that shit.
We had a show with Mr. Cheeks before.
Yeah, okay. And it was like a fucking like that song for me was like a lyrical movie kind of, right? Cause I remember the video was out, and I was a kid just watching that shit. That shit made me want to be like I'm rapping. But like as far as like what inspired my style and like how it started literally, bro. Like Wayne is the main person. I was gonna get to that, but obviously, like I said, my older sister raised me, so I used to live with her, and fucking, she would be playing shit like
When
DMX.
you say Mr. Cheeks, like that song that you talking about specifically is like one of the first songs, like me as a kid that I got emotional listening to.
Yeah, like Renee, right? Yeah. That's what. Me too. That's what I'm saying. I felt something from it. That's what made me be like, man, I want to do a song.
I'm straight. I'm just saying, as a
What's
kid,
that? Ghetto law is the law
that we live day by day. I want to know why. I know all that shit. I remember I tried to write down the lyrics. Yo, this shit funny, but yeah,
like that shit make you emotional as a kid.
Yeah.
Like you watching the video, shorty get killed on the subway.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's when it was like a movie. Like I told
That's
you.
why I made the comment I made when he brought out Michael Jackson, right? So
You ain't lying, though.
My mother, my aunts, they used to idolize Mike, and they used to show me him as a kid and be singing all his shit as a
everybody
kid.
idolized Mike, bro.
The him as a kid is what got me, because obviously that's what make a kid be like, oh, I can do this.
Oh, you saying they like once you seen Mike, they
yeah,
showed
like when
you
they
the
showed,
kid
yeah,
Mike.
I was shown like that too.
Yeah, but they like love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
like to my mother and them, he was a superstar
Yeah,
as a kid.
like,
Like,
yeah,
and
fact.
Like when they was kids. Cause Mike was a star when they was kids.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
yeah, but I ain't viewing it from that aspect at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, like he was him. He was definitely
Like
him.
Mike had like 4 primes.
Right.
He was a prime as a 10-year-old,
Definitely
then
did.
a teenager, then
He
grown.
ain't never skipped a beat.
Yeah,
Mike did that
Yeah,
shit.
that's
He
a
did
fact,
it
bro.
out till he died.
That was like what a superstar supposed to look like,
Like
bro. The
depending
little
on when
dancing.
you was born, you got a different
But
prime
like,
Mike.
I can't lie though, like from listening to the shit my sisters listen to made me like listen and open my ears and like listen and actually pay attention to what I'm hearing. But when I started doing music, you know what I'm saying, I listened to Lil Wayne so much, and Wayne was so young, so it was like, obviously he's older than me, but when I knew he was younger than everybody, so it was like, I was intrigued by that shit. But obviously, at that time, like,
This 500 degrees Wayne.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, I was also like listening to Jewels and them.
Or the what? No,
Like
it was
Dipset.
Lights Out Wayne.
Lights Out Wayne was the second.
That was his first single, his first solo
No,
album, right?
What's the first one? The Block is Hot.
Yeah, The Block is Hot.
That's it. When The Block is Hot came out, that's when I was like, yeah, I want to be like this nigga.
See, I would say that the
Real
reason
talk.
I even jumped out there and said Wayne because
Nah, that Wayne.
I remember listening to an album. I don't know. You should use green a lot.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should use like
that just is my favorite color. You know what I mean?
yeah. They used to use green on all his,
Yeah,
like
so
a
I
lot
just-
of CDs.
I-
His
I,
name used
I
to
kind
be
of
there.
did it like on some marketing shit. You know,
Yeah.
as I got older, that shit I had to leave it alone because like I used to get approached all the time by niggas in gangs and
Oh, for real.
yeah, because I used to, like you said, I used to really wear the green shit. I'll have green. A nigga would look at me and be like, man, this nigga, like I would be places and niggas would approach me and ask me questions until they realize I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Right.
Right. And then they would instantly like bow out on some, oh no, let me, and then they would you know, enlighten me. So it was a couple times where I actually was in some wild situations and I was like, man, you know what? I'm not even wearing
Fuck this
shit
green.
Yeah, because it was like, obviously I started moving about more in the world and.
See, I was gonna say this, right? The reason I even said that, I remember one of the mixtapes being green, probably all of them,
All
but
of them was, yeah.
I remember listening to you, and I call this talent, bro, because I'll tell you a story that go with what I'm saying too, that come with Cuz, right? You was able to like use Wayne cadence good. I couldn't do it as a rapper if I wanted to. You feel me? But some people just had that talent.
I just looked up to Wayne as far as like, the way Wayne like would deliver the music. That's what had me I fucked with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z was so much older than me, so it was like I really ain't understand Jay-Z music until I got older.
Right, that's a fact.
But you know understand? So like, but Wayne was like, I understood him more, and you know, Wayne was spitting back at them times, like
Hell yeah.
like the dedications and.
But I think that
All the
like
squad
even
up
people that do
mixtapes
cover
and shit.
songs, man, you could cover somebody similar to them with your own little twist of talent. Cause I remember me and him, we 10 years old, 11 years old. My uncle, this my cousin, my uncle used to pay us whoever could spit a Bones Thug and Harmony verse. I couldn't do it. Like my tongue and my face ain't. Them niggas used to. My face wouldn't even. I couldn't.
You couldn't make the sound.
I couldn't do that shit. Them niggas was hitting that shit, bro.
Nah, I
you know
what
who
you
I
mean.
could do? Flesh. No, not Flesh. Crazy. I was a close. I could grasp. I could grasp Crazy. I couldn't grasp. It's all good. Just set it up. I could grasp Crazy. I couldn't grasp Busy. Or any of them fast harmonizing singing ass niggas. Them niggas was able to do that shit.
Like me,
that's talented though, bro.
Back then I didn't like I was so goddamn young, man. Obviously we were so young back then. Like I didn't even know. You know, we would hear all these different people like let's just say, what's the brother, the Old Dirty Bastard. You know that nigga used to be yelling and shit. You don't know that shit is pure talent until you actually understand.
How old was it?
How this shit work, like how music worked. Like he really was. Rap. Say it again.
How old was you when you like recorded your first
10,
song?
yo. I was 10. Nigga took me in the studio. When I first heard myself, I was like addicted to going to the studio. I wanted to just rap.
I remember when we wanted to do music, man. It was somewhere in Baltimore, man. I don't know why we was there. It was an event. I feel like they had an all white. I'll never forget this shit. You was there. They had like an all-white Murcielago or Lambo. You sitting on the front of it. You doing a video. The whole room is white. It's like a white room. It's like a photo shoot it's either a photo shoot or a video shoot. And we just sitting off to the side. Like we in whatever this enclosure is. We sitting off to the side. I want to say, did you do this shit with Lola? You ever did something with Lola?
I don't know.
You know who Lola is?
Yeah.
You remember Lola Rabbit? Was it Lola Rabbit?
Yeah, I know Lola.
Ethiopian. You ain't never did a photo shoot with her?
I don't know. I could have, bro.
I remember being there. Like, damn, this nigga doing it. He's sitting on the front of this motherfucker. I feel like he had a Gucci book bag on, a white beater.
Was it what's buddy Sean Icon? Charisma. Was it his shit?
That sound familiar.
Yeah.
I know what you talking about. We was downtown, right?
Yeah, man.
East,
we was
Harbor East.
Yeah, we
Canton,
was there, bro. It was in Canton.
Yeah, that was that.
And it was a whole white room.
Yeah.
A white Lambo or some shit sitting in
Shout out to the homie Charisma, man. Sean.
Yeah, it might have been Charisma.
That's who it was. That's where we was.
Did Charisma do artwork?
Yeah, he did the art. He did all the cover.
He did all the cover art back in the day.
And he did videos.
Yeah, man, I think that's what it was, bro.
He was a real engine to the hip hop.
Yeah, hell yeah, he had the city. All right, so my question would be like, what was the moment when you realized like you doing your shit in the city? Like your shit is like.
To be honest, I never felt like that.
For real?
No, never.
You crazy as hell.
Like I'm gonna be real, yo. Like I was so young, and I'm a genuine person, bro. So obviously I was a genuine kid. So I was young, bro. Like I didn't even realize what I had going on. Like,
you had some shit going on, man.
But I'm saying, like, I was just living the shit, trying to figure out. I never knew, like, what I was doing was right or good or was gonna lead to something I never knew that. Like, I'm being honest, like, I knew that people encouraged me, and I had groups of people that was like, yeah, Test, you hard like that. You know, I knew that. But like you said though, I had like a different sound. So like when it come time for me to go to the radio and shit like that, it was real discouraging for me because then people would say just weird shit. Instead of just saying, no, we not playing your song, the reasons they would tell you, similar to the stupid shit like you need an entertainment lawyer. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so that shit used to bother me. You know what I'm saying? So to the point where that shit had me in a blur when I was that young. Like I never really knew. Like now I know what I did and what I done and what, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually can look back and just understand how everything connects. But just, like to answer your question at the time, my nigga, I never felt like, yeah, I got the city. Like I ain't never had a song where everybody's rapping my shit word for word here. Like if I wanted to see somebody, to be completely honest with you right now in my life today, 2025, if I want to see somebody rapping my song word for word, I'm going to be in London somewhere.
That was going to be my
sold
next
out show.
question.
That's where someone's going to rap. I'm
So
going to be in Paris or some shit like Spain. You know what I'm saying?
But I think you deserve it because I feel like you feel a different way than I feel from the city, bro. Like I had your shit in my car on CD time, like when it was CD time.
Yeah, for sure. But a nigga like you is the reason that I continue though. See, like I was never blind to it. I would, like you said, I understood that I had support, and I'm a person that I gotta believe you. So like, what I mean by that is like when someone supports me, I either believe you or don't believe you. Whether you do it or not, like I know how I feel when you know what I'm saying. So I really know, like I really believed like people support me for real. They want to. So I knew I had some good shit, and I knew I was talented. It's just like I said, I had a different sound. I remember like motherfuckers would try to be like, oh man, he sound like Lil Wayne. Or he sound like, you know what I'm saying? And this is at a time when you couldn't sound like people. I don't think niggas understand. Like,
it's different
see
now.
like you can be like, everybody sounds the same and it's cool, right? And you can actually take 10 niggas that you say sound the same and still distinguish who's who.
Right.
Right? But back then, it was no such thing. Like
You ain't want to sound like
Kobe
else.
didn't want to wear 23. He wanted his own number, 24 or number 8. You understand?
Right.
But LeBron didn't mind. He wanted 23. Because it was a new mind. You know what I mean? Like, in the Kobe time, it wasn't cool to...
Chill on Bron, man.
No, what I'm saying is... I love Bron. What I'm saying is... What I'm trying to tell you is... When Kobe was the person before LeBron, but at that era, it wasn't cool to want to be as good as Kobe or say you're the next,
wanted to be
right?
better
The
than
next
Jordan.
whatever.
He wanted to be
Yeah,
up.
It just he did, but Kobe still played like Jordan to me, you know. And I know he looked at Jordan a certain way, but what I'm saying is it wasn't cool for him to be like, I want to be number 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas though when LeBron got in, it was cool to be whatever number you want to be.
Right.
And he want number 23. And he wants shoes with 23 on them too, and all that. And that's acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time when we talking like, so my point to you is like, I ain't never know what noise I'm making because when I'm trying to get past certain barriers, I'm getting rejected by, oh, he sound like this, or he don't sound like he from the city. Or
See, but we ain't saying that shit. I know you got a question, cuz. We ain't saying that, though. I could really remember, like, seeing a lot of you, right? And seeing, like, this is the shit we need to be doing. Like, coming back to the team, like, I don't know what people you had in your corner. I'm talking about down to cover work, down to mixing and mastering, because we record at somebody's house and put that shit together.
I was mixing, mastering. That's another thing. I did all that music.
Yeah, this shit ain't sound like our shit. Our shit sound like you just play out a radio,
like
a boombox radio.
Even with the music, bro, like.
So chill on our stuff too.
No, that shit was
I was
trash.
putting in work.
but we
was putting in work in that studio, man.
We was thinking going
I know what you said.
Yo, we thinking going to get Paul Gardner is going to make our music sound better, bro.
But that's just because like we ain't, bro. In everybody's defense, niggas didn't know anything. Nobody did.
Exactly.
Didn't know.
So I'm looking at this nigga. I'm thinking if I get a cover made by Charisma, my music gonna sound like Testman's, nigga.
Bro, and I thought,
Fuck you talking about? I'm thinking the cover gonna do it.
And the same with me. I'm watching niggas like 100 Grand, man. Had all the Charisma package with the music coming from Nigel and Mike Mack. Shout out to them. You know,
thinking if I could
the
figure
music
out
sound amazing.
Macintosh.
Yeah, I'm thinking, damn, if I can goddamn record it over there with Mike and Nigel, and I can get Charisma to do this. I'm gonna be like Hunted. Like my shit gonna come across.
Yo, shout out to Mike and Naj, man. Architect,
you know what I
formerly
mean?
known
And
as.
I known Mike since I was like 13 years old, bro.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I know them
like,
personally about 20 years
Yeah,
now.
I'm just
I've been
thinking, like,
buying-
if
Mike
I can
used to
figure
press
out
up
this
my
Pro
CDs.
Tools, we good.
Yeah, that's Mike was on Pro Tools when that shit was like
Before it was a
that
thing.
shit was prehistoric to a nigga to know what's going on. But I was like I said, I was a kid, so like me, I paid attention to that Pro Tools shit. That's why I was recording the music, mixing it myself. But man, I had a trial and error, man. Like all that shit was just.
Man,
free.
I'm
Wherever
trying
I
to
go, if somebody doing some shit, I'm trying to learn that shit.
I'm trying to tell you now. I thought the cover was gonna make the music sound better.
It damn near did though. I ain't gonna lie, did it?
It looked good.
It look good. That'll
Cover made
make
you
a nigga
definitely-
listen.
Yeah, definitely make you
Yeah,
listen.
man, we put that shit in. That shit sounded. That shit was. I mean, we weren't getting that shit mixed and mastered, man.
You know,
Getting
it
that
was
shit-
just a different time
that
back
shit was
then, yo.
that shit was line wire.
Like the
edited.
knowledge that an artist had was like
Oh,
compared
chill
to
on my
today.
editing skills, bro.
Nah,
'cause
that
I was
nigga
really
did not-
in there.
that nigga
I
edited
was
that shit
really
on
in
line
there
wire,
doing
man.
that
Niggas don't
shit,
remember
man.
line wire,
I
man.
remember line
The
wire.
beats wasn't the
I used to get
L's.
the beats from Line Wire.
Nothing else, man. Nothing.
The equipment was ours.
Man, we got that shit from. We ain't even get that shit from the Guitar Center. That shit came from Radio Shack.
Shit came from
Some
somewhere.
old shit like that. No. What I'm saying, like the moral of the story, what I'm saying is like, I just feel like whoever you had in your corner was guiding you in a good way to get that shit done early because you had a sound.
Yeah, it was-
and to me, that sound wasn't like
Bro.
me and all my niggas or any nigga I run through trying to make it. He had professional type of work.
It's interesting to hear you tell me this.
I'm
like
telling
this,
you,
right?
dog.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Like, for me to hear you say like you had to it's bro. It was really it was God for real. Cause these people was putting my life like random. Like the people like when I think of how these things like, cause I'm thinking you got me thinking about like damn how was we getting this shit mixed in? Bro, these people was just getting placed for weird reasons. Like I remember being around one nigga one day thinking like, why they keep leaving me with him? But this same nigga's the nigga that taught me how to work Pro Tools. You see what I'm saying? Like 2 months after they left me with this nigga.
Right.
So I'm a kid, so I'm judging them like, man, he ain't nobody for real. They keep leaving yo.
We ain't had Pro Tools. We had reasons. Fucking with this
that was
nigga.
the
We
beat.
had
That
Pro
was
Tools.
they had
Fucking with you. We had reasons,
talking
nigga.
about?
Yeah,
We had
reasons for the beats.
Reason good too, but
Yeah.
we had
No,
Pro
we ain't had that. We
Tools.
had Fruity Loops.
That's the
That's
beat
what it
shit,
was,
too.
man.
We
This
wasn't
nigga in there
recording with Fruity
mixing
Loops.
on Fruity Loops.
Niggas
That's why our
making
shit was
beats with that
trash,
shit.
nigga.
Your
That's
shit
why the
was
fuck
trash.
we ain't go up because you want to keep doing shit on Fruity Loops.
That nigga shit was trash.
He's
My shit was
17,
fire.
18 with 50,000, but he want to buy fucking Fruity Loops, nigga. We supposed to have Pro Tools
Tools,
then, nigga.
We did have Pro
No,
Tools.
we didn't. We was on Fruity Loops,
and
nigga.
we had the inbox.
Like
Fuck is you
everybody,
talking about?
everybody that made.
We needed a Apollo.
We had inbox. It wasn't no Apollo
I
back
was just
then.
ready to say
Fuck
they
was
ain't
the
had
inbox,
that.
niggas.
Yeah, there was definitely the
See,
little
this nigga
inbox,
don't know nothing
the little
about none of
square
that
box.
shit, man. We had
No.
the inbox. We
No.
had the closet with the mic in it. The shit soundproofed off.
Shit distorting, shit echoing for no reason.
But like I said, niggas ain't know, yo. Everybody get a pass, yo.
Nah, bro, he the fucking reason we ain't on. That's what I'm trying to get to, bro. That's what I'm getting to. He the reason we ain't on,
don't
man.
listen to him,
He
yo.
was the engineer for us.
Yeah.
He recorded us, and that shit
And you
was
see
trash.
how I'm moving around in here right now? That's how I was moving around back then.
Nah.
Nigga got control all
Nah, they ain't had
electronics.
YouTube every goddamn thing you do. Know what I mean? Nah, I'm
See,
just
back
fucking.
then it was even harder because I just had to figure
Figure
that
this
shit
shit
out.
out.
It wasn't
Right.
no YouTube,
That's
nothing.
right.
But my question before y'all went into that, I was gonna ask like, you heavy in the UK, like how did that happen? Like how did you make
Man,
that move?
That shit just happened. Like, you know, bro, I tell the truth, bro. I ain't like some niggas would be like, you know, I was just out there dragging, dummy. You already know. They're like, yo, that shit happened because I had wound up realizing and learning that I'm having kids, and my baby mother is from over there. So
You met her over there?
she was in Amsterdam when I met her.
So you was in Amsterdam too?
On some world tour shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. I love this
You feel
story.
me? So like, obviously she was my friend for some years, but obviously we had linked up. Boom, whatever. One thing lead to another. She wound up calling me saying she pregnant. We went. Obviously, I'm on some. Obviously, she my friend, but I'm like, man, shit. I'm from a whole nother country. Like, we can't. And she's like,
He
yeah.
said we can't have no kids.
And she like, yeah, nah, like that's reasonable. Like you right. Like she's like, I just wanted to tell you before I go get an abortion. So I'm like, mind you, she my friend. So when she say that, I'm like, damn. I'm like, I'm used to bitches trying to run off and have a baby. You feel me? Not tell you that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah. So I basically was like, you know what? I'll fly out there while you go. You know, when you go to do this shit, I'll come out there and go with you. Like on some. That's the least I can do for you, goddamn. Not just having a
Right.
baby and keep trying to tell me, hey nigga, I got a baby by you.
2 of them.
Yeah, but obviously she don't know that yet.
Right.
So when she go to do the abortion, they obviously got to do what's the
Sonogram.
shit? Yeah, scan, right? They gotta go ahead and do the the sonogram and the scan. So when they do that, the motherfucking I'm not in the room. I'm not even present. But them motherfuckers tell her, yeah, you got twins in you, and she tell me. And then when
That shit hit different.
Yeah, I'm like, the only thing I knew is like, man, I can't get rid of twins.
Nah, you can't get rid of twins.
So like,
and they twins. You
yeah,
can't
so
get
I
rid of.
instantly just like, obviously, I called my sister.
Double homie.
I'm jealous. I've been trying to make twins for years.
You know what I mean? I told my
Shit.
sister what's going on. She's like, you know, you can't get no. But I'm like, I'm not. I just wanted to tell you whatever.
The twins running your family at all?
The crazy thing is, listen to this. I wound up finding out my dad got another daughter that I never knew.
That's your twin?
No.
So,
she's my sister, obviously, but she got twin daughters.
Okay.
Right. But I ain't even know this until probably right when my kids was born. This is when she found me on the internet and then wrote to me and then started sending me photos of me when I'm like 4, me and my brother, and she with us. But obviously I'm a low ass. My father done took me to somebody's house. Basically, real talk, like, but it's her mother.
Yeah.
So he done took me to my sister's house.
They been
But I'm
snap
so little, I
pictures.
don't even know this is my sister. I'm like 3. It's me and my brother. He younger than me. And she in the picture, she like 7 or 8. I'm like 3 years old. So she done reached that room. So I found that's the answer to the twin shit. So anyway, bro, like, I got over there because I just was like, man, I got to go to this country and figure out how to drive over here, how they live.
that's dope, nigga. I respect you for
the
that.
culture, because I'm like, I got kids over here. I need to know how to deal with my kids. And, you know, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from America, nigga. Like, we totally, the way we think, the way we move, the way we go about handling situations, it's like totally foreign to the way they move. And I knew that already just from traveling with Future and going to these countries. And just spending these little amounts of time, I understood instantly like how different we was, right? So me knowing I got kids, I'm like, man, I gotta learn this place a bit more so I can actually, cause I'm thinking everything. Like, what if me and Shorty fall out? Like, I got kids here.
Did y'all ever lock in or still been the friendship?
So basically,
Cause that's dope too. That's my type of shit.
yeah, so basically, like, to be 1,000 with you, as soon as I knew she was pregnant, we locked. And I been around her the whole time she was pregnant. Future was actually living in London for some months, for like 6 months on the low. And I used to just ping pong from his house every day, go check on her, make sure she got whatever she need. You know what I mean? Boom, slide back to the studio, be with bro. He'd go do his world tour shows. Like, so like, for him, London was just like a hub. He would do all his Europe shows, but he would stay in London. So instead of, for instance, if he's got a show in Paris, we'd wake up, we'd get on a jet and fly to Paris. He'd do his show, we'd get back on the jet and fly right back to London, and now we just chilling at home. Then 2 days, he might got to go do a show in Amsterdam. You see what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro.
So his shows out. So we wouldn't stay in the places we did the shows. We just come back to London, and he'd go studio. So I got to actually run around with him on a different level and learn England on that aspect, as well as me meeting my own people.
You might could show him around that motherfucker now.
Yeah, like in certain ways, like, you know, I do, and every time he's there, I make sure I'm right there with him, just because, you know, obviously he know his own people there as well, but I'm really involved in like with the younger niggas. And
Nah, you kind of been in London for a while because you hit that as well real quick. And a lot of times them over there, I talked to a few people over in London, they use as well. And we don't use that shit
but you know why it come out of me? Let me tell you this.
That as well shit is some London shit as well.
It come from my children.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because it's with my kids, right? Like, for instance.
That shit is proper English.
Like if I say to my son, Lazai, come here, and he didn't hear what I said, he's not gonna say, what? What you say? He's not that's not in his vocabulary. He'll never say that in his life because it's not in his vocabulary. He's gonna say, pardon? Mm-hmm. That's him telling me, Dad, I don't know what you just said.
Yeah.
So
that makes
when
sense.
I'm talking to him, when obviously he's a child, so when I'm speaking as his dad, I'm trying to get through to him instantly.
In his way.
So I have to speak sometimes in the way that their mother speaks to them.
Yeah,
so
that
it can
makes sense.
Instantly hit. So he's not hitting me with the pardon. And then I got to repeat the American shit. And then it hits him like, oh, Dad's saying the trash.
You got a UK accent?
Say it again.
Can you speak UK?
Nah, hell nah.
Would you like a glass of water?
Yeah, like if I did it, it would sound like that. Like, you know, like.
Hold on, hey, Tess, my shit was on point.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
I don't be over there, but I be over there.
I'm
you
saying
know what
it's
I mean?
gonna sound like however one of y'all say it is what I'm saying. Like however y'all could, you know, it's like over there, they don't want you to speak like that.
I feel like
you gotta remember you foreign, you American.
Yo,
like,
but something wrong with me because I feel like when I get around
shit.
somebody that got accent, I start speaking like them in a broken English way.
Yeah, that's just out of you just being, you know, indulging in the culture and just being funny with it. And just, it's like me when I'm around a Jamaican, I start bumble clotting, all that shit. As soon as I'm with it, yeah.
So as far as the music scene go, what would you say the biggest difference is from US music to UK music?
As far as difference, it's not really a difference, to be honest with you. Yeah, when you start saying difference, like, to me, the difference is like, we could say drill music, right? Because obviously, you got Chicago drill music, you got goddamn New York drill music. And then when you think
he got that A in him too, that guy goddamn. That's that Atlanta, boy. That boy got a little bit of everything. A little Georgia, a little London, a little Baltimore, a whole lot of Baltimore. We got that goddamn, that's that motherfucker. He been with Big Bank in them. That's my man, brother. My shout out to Tory, man. Bald head Tory, man. That's Big Bank little brother. That's my man. We was in the feds together. Yeah. That's my man. I still talk to him.
Big Bank, my dog.
He got that goddamn.
What was we saying, yo?
My bad. Yo,
the difference between
the drill music, the drill. That's what I'm saying. Like when we say the difference between music, I say no difference. But when we talk about drill music, UK got their own drill shit going on. Like they shit is different. New York shit different. You know what I'm saying? New York, UK definitely got. I be feeling like the New York niggas be rapping on the UK drill beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, yo, being that we went to Atlanta real quick, man. I'm gonna go down south real quick. Yeah. I mean, it's already a stamp that, you know, Future is a big bro. Your brother, he ain't got to be a big bro, but a good brother of yours, man.
Yeah,
and
sure.
We know that. So I'm sure the love in Atlanta be massive.
Yeah, for sure. So, and even me, you know, I'm connecting dots.
I already know. I already know
that's my own world.
Hell yeah, I'm sure you got the whole. Like I said, you can show niggas some shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? So being down there, like I had to go back and rewatch and see your up to date shit. Excuse me. I seen you with everybody that matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and sure. I'm sure you you know, you just took a loss just being that you knew Scooter. Yeah. Scooter I'm sure you knew Scooter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably was in the same vicinities a lot. Bro. You know what I mean? So how that's been dope. All right, the love and the A, being that you are who you are, you next to who you are, and you do what you do.
For me, yo, to be honest, that's a good question. Ain't nobody ever asked me that. As far as like the Atlanta, I can honestly tell you it's always been genuine love to anybody I've ever met down there. As far as everybody with free bands, from Future's cousins, people that people don't even know and see. Like, for me, I always been 1,000 with everybody. So my relationships with every single person is 200 million% valid. So Atlanta's a place, like now obviously Atlanta's different, you know what I'm saying? But back when I first got introduced and I was blessed to meet these folks, and be able and just get down there and experience it. That was the place that showed me like that like niggas from the streets that do music can monetize, like can make the money. That's when I saw like, for instance, like I would be down there and I would hear like, cause I'm around, right? So I would hear like, oh, such and such don't fuck with such and such, right? Let's just say 2 main rappers, right? But then, and I would hear this for weeks and, you know, see the little shit going on, right? And then I would see these business type motherfuckers, or like the manager type people in Atlanta, like the people that connect dots, A&Rs, whatever these people's titles was. I would see these type of folks, not the rappers, like the motherfuckers behind the scenes. I would notice how they would go get money, like like for instance, they'd go say, all right, boom, we're gonna go do this, do that. And when business would be involved, I would watch these niggas get the money, but not even still like each other. But nobody knows them. Like, so I would like Atlanta showed me like how like things should be. Like
just smile and keep it moving.
Yeah, like
you ain't gotta
like,
really hate a nigga and fuck up the bag.
Like the Atlanta was the place where I seen niggas exist with real money and real jewelry and real cars, and like whereas though niggas is really at Magic City from all over Atlanta, wherever they're from, doing whatever the fuck they want. And nobody's in there like looking like, yeah, we gonna rob these niggas when we leave. Like, you know, we from here, like, you see any type of, I remember being young in the clubs and I would just observe so much shit, just be like,
I need that.
I used to just be like, I never was like that. I would watch other people and I used to be in my brain like, man, these niggas really come here just to get in some bullshit. Like, like what's, like niggas ain't trying to network. Nobody's trying to get their music to the DJ. Up. So like Atlanta was the place that showed me like, you know, a broke nigga can actually look at a nigga with something and actually get inspired instead of feel like he want to take it. That's where I first seen that at, bro. And I know, like I said, things have changed now because the world is completely different. Right. Social media has bridged all gaps. So to me, all the young niggas act like the same. You know,
right. Everybody looking for a come up.
Is acting like Baltimore young niggas, and Baltimore young niggas is acting like same as the Memphis young niggas,
Philly young niggas, and everywhere else you
like
go.
Everybody's on the same accord. You know, you can go to places like Montana, and I'm sure you're gonna find something.
Now let me ask you a question right here. What you think? What city you think inspired that? I got one in mind.
Inspired what?
Where all the young niggas is on that shit.
Chicago.
That's what I was thinking. I just wanted.
It's definitely Chicago because
Chicago put a print on the world, man.
The way that's been highlighted, and you know what I mean, on social media, it's unfortunate for the people from Chicago, you know, because that's why we see them going through all the shit they be going through, right? Like with the law and all that, right? But
I think academics played a big part in that too.
Like at the end of the day, for me, like yo, I'm like a realist, bro. Like, so what I mean by like I'll tell myself the truth about everything. So when I get with thinking about niggas like him, I always gotta tell myself every aspect of it. Like for him, them niggas is getting millions of dollars to do what reporters have been doing for years. They just doing it in a manner of a nigga, like how a nigga would do it. And I used to look at Buddy and be like, and not like dislike him because I don't know him personally. And I'd be involved in shit to know like people be characters at when they need to be. Because
I don't feel like he had a hand. But
I'm just saying, you gotta remember the shit that he's stirring up. They giving him the so it's like
the material.
Right, so that's all I'm saying. Like with Chicago, the things we see in Chicago, with all the stuff we know about it from us not being from there, has been going on the same exact identical way the whole time. It's just social media.
It's been reported now.
I'm just saying, like academics, he found a lane. Being able to exploit it,
to exploit it. But you know, I
don't fault him for it neither though. I ain't gonna lie, it be messy sometimes, bro. But somebody got to do it. And if he don't do it, the news Fox 5 gonna do it.
Like, you know what I think about homie? I think like, let's say like we see how he is, but I be believing like let's say he do what he do, right? Let's say, for instance, he talked about me, right? And I never met him. But once I meet him and talk to him, I believe he's like the type of person that once he gets on the same page with you, then he's never gonna talk about you no more in that type of fashion.
That's most people though.
Yeah, like
most people that's watching gonna talk
it's
about
like,
you and you don't know them till they know you.
Yeah, it's because it's like we see it. Like when he's got issues with some people and then they wind up and he comes on and says, "Yeah, I talked to yo, it's cool, that shit's over with."
Yeah, because he didn't have no connection to none of it.
Right, and not only that, it's like academics still needs all this is good content.
Yeah.
So, you know, I dislike sometimes when he do certain stuff, like when it pertains to people that I personally know, right? But obviously I understand his approach and what he got going on. So I don't take the shit personal. I'll be honestly looking at it like, man, I wish I knew him. Because for the sake of me, he wouldn't have did that. Because he'd have valued our relationship more to,
Right.
You know, that's my man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Type shit. I feel like he can be a solid person to who he want to be solid to.
I don't think they be caring. I don't be thinking they be caring either though. I think if it
He definitely do. But you gotta have your picks because some people just will get on some wild shit with you.
Yeah, you
I don't
can't
think
really-
they be caring about.
you can't
I
really
think
care.
everybody get on some wild shit. I don't think they care about that shit no
in
more.
the sense of like,
You're not gonna see him.
you know how when, it's something small like this. Like you know how when you know like what kind of time you on, but you run into a nigga that's on the same time you on.
Right.
And you know what time you really be on, and you know this person's on the same time, so you start really thinking about all the shit that you'll do, and then you just be like, man, I ain't even gonna go, man.
Yeah.
It's just because it's like it's not wise in anything. Like we see it all the time in war when two countries that's on the same shit. When Russia and America is arguing,
This shit gonna go up.
we see the same shit, and then we see it just filter out because.
They on the same type time.
Yes, bro.
We gonna blow this shit up, and we gonna blow this shit up.
Exactly. So.
Not literally, y'all.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I just hypothetically speaking, like just saying, like
I got a question too. Is it possible for you to speak on or confirm about music that you might be behind? Well, could you tell us that or no?
Like as far as
records. I just feel like it's
like,
a lot of
doing
good
work on songs.
Yeah, work that you done did that we would know, but we probably just don't know that Test was behind that shit.
So to be honest with you, the type of when I do shit like that, to answer your question straight up and down, I don't got no song where I'm like, yeah, I wrote this and that's my part. None of that, right? The compensations I get and the way I do the business or the way I sell some shit from a song or whatever, I'm kind of on some, like, I call it trap rap. Like, I trap rap. Like, so I've got all these songs. I'm in the studio with all these niggas. What I understand is when you got these niggas that's already household names, right? When you already are a little baby, like you're already a star, right? At this point, you just need to put out great shit, right? I'm like more of a nigga that come around in times of people on their album times or whatever, and I'm an artist, so it's gonna be a time where I'm playing shit I made. You feel me? And I'm on some. I can see when the niggas like, and they trying to create. I'm the type of nigga. I just start playing some shit, just to entice you and make you like, man, what's this?
Oh, you want that?
Yeah,
You can have that.
right? So the shit a nigga take from me could be the beat. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, who made this beat? Now I just put you with the producer. I'm gonna get some points like that. So I got some creditation like that.
So it's not true that you wrote for Pluto.
No, never.
That's dope. Cause
Never.
that's I always heard that since you've been over there.
Yeah, to be honest,
I always
with you,
heard
yo,
that.
People always write it. It's flattering to read it and for people to say it. To be honest, obviously it's Future, right? But no, I never have. People write it all the time. Yo, I know you be doing this, and a lot of it just come from real speculation. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I told you I'm a realist, so I sit there and be like, what makes a person think this, right? So I can see a nigga look at it going, man, he been with them niggas for all this time. He ain't got no hit. But that nigga got something going on.
People be just
He must
trying
be
to
writing some
validate
shit.
their own feelings.
No, I'm telling you
bro.
like that. Like he must be writing that shit. And then they'll listen to me and be like, Test hard, yo. and then they'll hear some shit and be like,
Oh, that sounds
man,
like
that sound like Test did that. Or then they'll be
And
like,
it's crazy
when I do
because
some
we
shit
all
like
guilty of that shit,
when
bro.
or when I do some shit that's like, obviously I'm a fan of Future too, so I'm inspired by. So I've learned many techniques to my recording arts of how to record a song and how to get across my pain in a vocal and the reason why like when Future's doing shit like I really know exactly what the fuck he knows. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before the world hears a song like that and I'm in the studio blessed to hear the nigga play, yo, listen to these, or they playing music and I walk in and I actually heard that record, right? Before the world heard it, right? The Plutowski. And I remember as soon as it came on, I just remember feeling like how hard I knew it was going to do exactly what it did. Make a person be like, what the fuck am I hearing? Just to start doing it.
Right.
So like, obviously, I've learned so many things from being around Future. So when it comes to recording the music and you hear certain things,
I ain't mean to bring that back up. I just kind of wanted to touch up. And it's crazy you say that because I would say we all guilty of that. If a motherfucker said if somebody said, yo, this nigga's a rat and he told on such and such and I made a phone call to any one of these people in the room, 9 times out of 10, they'll tell somebody they just heard that and it come off as truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
why
when
I
I
said
heard what I just asked you, and I even told any of these, like, nah, I got Test coming up here. He the one that write for Future.
Right.
By the time they done made a phone call, like, yo, we podcasting, like, we got this, yo, it just traveled with the internet and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People say it's like it's like right now, what you just said. Like if someone takes what you just said, if they just take this interview and they start it right.
I like that you clear that up though.
If they start this interview right now with you saying, yo, I got Tess in here, you know, the nigga that write for Future.
They done changed that whole
and
narrative.
I replied to that and said, right.
Nigga,
That sounds
the
like
whole narrative.
that sounds like you just said that and I confirmed it.
that should be
without the rest of the interview.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, but a nigga like me and people that know, they know, like, you know, they don't even get that deep. But when
niggas
people
not
ask
doing
me,
fake shit,
when
bro.
people ask me questions like, I get it, because I tell you, I say like, what makes a nigga even think that? And then I be like, man, it's hella ways.
You gotta be doing something.
Yeah, I told you, a nigga
Yeah,
like, man,
man.
he must be writing that shit, man, because I'm telling you, that nigga be rapping.
Niggas try to validate the reason why he keeping you around.
Yeah, or whatever, right? Not even knowing that I'm keeping me around.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that. I'm ready to get in. I
pull
that.
up on my own dollar. I'll walk up on Future in a whole nother country, bro. Like, on there to support him, like, wholeheartedly, whatever needs to happen.
That's real
Like,
friendship.
in another country, though, like, he'll tell you this shit himself. Another country. Like, I'm literally, like, I haven't called his phone. I haven't done none of that. I don't need to do, I got all my access points. I just pull up, right, and come through the channels. And then next thing you know, I'm in the dressing room and we in Portugal. And he like, Tess, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, you good? You got some weed? Yeah. I got real pressure. You know, I got that shit. And goddamn, man, what you doing? I'm out here fucking with you. What we doing? Man, you know what I'm saying?
When you bring him up here, we gonna ask him.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, with me, brother, like I said, I keep myself around, bro. Like, I'm wholehearted with my involvements and my participation. Like, I'm not the person that go around Future, you know, looking for anything. Like, I understand the blessing of just being able to be, like I said, access and being able to be right there. So I make my world go around by using the environment that I'm blessed to be around and be involved in. You feel me? And
you do got your own strand, right?
No,
I seen you
I don't.
promoting
But
something
what
before.
I do a lot of promo for a lot of
okay.
a lot of the companies, and a lot of them folks like, man, I was doing music for these people. Like I told you, I trap rap. You know what I'm saying? A nigga might look at me and say, yo, how much for a song for my brand? I'm gonna whatever we discuss.
You gonna put it together?
Yeah, whatever we discuss, we work it out. But I'm gonna wind up coming out with an album from it. Like, I done got these folks to buy the album.
Right.
That's fire.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas
Right.
though, nigga like don't know what the fuck just happened.
So what you working on now, and what can the people look forward to from Test?
Man, to be fair with you, bro, I'm about to be wearing a lot of different hats coming up because like I got a lot of shit I'm trying to do. Obviously, I'm an
You
artist.
said hats?
Yeah, different
You got
hats.
something for this?
Know what I'm saying? Like different agendas.
What you mean, oh God, yo? This life right now. What the fuck
This
you
nigga
mean,
said
oh
you gotta
God?
go with it. Wearing different hats, like taking on different roles.
Oh, you weren't really talking about hats.
Nah.
I thought you had something
Nah,
for the
no,
ball,
nah,
dog. Hey, yo,
saying-
Blaze, don't laugh too hard. I know that shit under there, dog. I knew it from your eyebrows. I knew the shit was under there. I know a baldy when I see one. Yo, shout out to my man Blaze. He in the building with me.
Blizz,
Scheme, what's up? Yeah, your shit light too. You holding on, but don't laugh too fucking hard. I'm telling you. I'm going around the room. Y'all niggas going light. Don't act like y'all niggas is... Yeah.
Tell him, bro.
All right, I'm just trying to bring y'all niggas over. Yo, Blaze, shout out to you. You know what I mean?
But yeah, yo, like, man.
So
like
the nigigga said hex, man. I'm like, that's
no,
my
like,
shit.
you know, different roles. Like,
Nah,
like,
I got it now, but when he said hex, that's my shit.
But nah, I'm glad you
know what I
asked.
mean?
I'm glad you asked me though. Obviously, I'm an artist, right? I got projects on the way dropping. The content. I like to tell people like my shit on autopilot. You know what I mean? I got so much music and videos like fully done in the pipeline. My shit comes out like literally on autopilot. Like I can drop for this whole month, next month, and all that, and you'll think I'm just did all this shit. That's how I work.
Right.
But I work like that so I can have space to get. So like you said, nigga might look at me and wonder like how Test could be getting money and doing what he doing. Nigga, I'm doing all this music shit religiously to come out autopilot. So it's already ready. So I can have the time to go see my kids over there, to network, do this, set up this play. I told you I put my own shows together. I'm doing everything, brother.
Right.
Everything and anything. I'm trapping and rap. I don't care what's going on. Like, and that's how we look at shit. It's just like I told you, the 1800 Tequila. Shout out to 1800. They reach out to Future for some shit. He get to dealing with them. He sees some room to put us involved. When we get involved, it's a check. Like, it's just, yo, this what these people want. All right, bet. You just gotta goddamn show up and do what you do. I be understanding, like, we can, nigga, I can sell somebody some music. I can sell somebody a project for 100 racks that you ain't never gonna hear.
Right.
But I know that.
Right.
But you might not know that, though. It's a nigga right now that just signed a nigga. They need music. They gonna pay me $100,000 to sit around this nigga for 3 months to get all this music done that they not even gonna use. They ain't even gonna put him out. They gonna fall out on month 4.
Right.
But I know this. You feel what I'm saying? So like, that's what I mean when I say I try. Like I
Yeah,
really,
you gonna get your.
I know what's going on. I'm like, man, we just because it's like I used to shoot for the stars, bro. I used to set goals. What I mean by that is like I used to set, the big goal. I want to be fucking out of here. But I just learned like sometimes, we set the goal so far we can't even see the goal, bro.
Yeah.
So like you don't even be locked in on it because you can't see it. Meanwhile, it's a nigga setting smaller goals that he can see. So he really executing them because he get the goal right there.
Right.
So it's like I learned to do that. So now I just be like, I'm doing what works for me. And I'm fucking with who fucks with me. And that's how I move. And I encourage that.
And it's
shit on-
working.
Yeah, I encourage it on people, because that's the same way I was telling you earlier about just being consistent. Like, I tell niggas all the time, man, if somebody looking to invest in you, all that, you just don't know it. Like, because we ain't been thinking like that, or we ain't been
About
exposed
to say,
to
shout
that.
out to 1800. We looking for some sponsors.
Yeah,
if
you
y'all
feel
want.
me? Yeah, they got y'all in here, 1800.
Yeah,
Big love.
we definitely
1800.
yo,
y'all.
1800, holla at us.
Nah, they got
You know
some
what I
1800, man. That's a dope company. They did it's a project called 1800 Seconds on iTunes, Spotify. It's curated by Future, so basically executive produced by Future, with a selection of artists that he picked. I want to say it's probably like 8 of us on there. So all dope artists, everybody on there was super fire, but from all over America too, different spots, different pockets, different cities. But 1800, yeah, they show love.
Let me ask you this. Being that you from Baltimore rap scene is steady going up. Give me your top 5 up and coming or already up Baltimore artists
All time.
that you fucking with right now.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, before I name the people I'm going to say, I got to say that obviously it's so many niggas I could obviously name.
Facts. That's a fact.
And for me, I could personally name them and give you an elaboration on each individual about why I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Because I've really been tied to the scene since the beginning. And I've done so much for a lot of people here as well. as far as working with them or providing, you know, the pathway for you to get to where you're going, or giving niggas the information on whatever, just whatever I've ever done, right? So like I could say so many people, but like if we just gonna name 5, I'll do it like in the sense of like the people that, like bro said, like just overall, you know what I'm saying, they actually have like left a mark to where as though if we left here and we went elsewhere in the world, people will know these 5.
All right, that's your 5
type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So forgive me if I don't name nobody that think they should have been named, but I fuck with everybody. Like I said, I'm one of them niggas that.
This in order or just the 5?
Nah, this is just 5. You feel me? Obviously, Lil Scooter. Rest in peace, to bro.
Scooter.
I just say Scooter off top, just to rest in peace to bro. Smash.
Rest in peace, Smash.
T-Mac, yeah, Smash. Rest in peace, Smash. Got the name Smash. Scola.
YBS.
Shout out Scola.
Tech.
Definitely.
Okay, Tech.
Test4.
Tech.
And I'm gonna say Los.
King Los.
King Los.
Yeah.
That's a dope lineup.
That's a
dope lineup. Now I'm gonna ask you, give me
Hold
one
on,
up and coming that you see doing their thing.
Hold on. I gotta say top 6, and this is no order because I can't leave bro out. I can't leave out YGG Tay.
Okay, free him.
Yeah, Tay had an impact.
Tay had he done. He want a world
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting Los.
Like
a lot
music,
of people,
like
bring Los
motherfuckers.
up.
Like musically, like
But-
Tay actually was somebody we saw like get better and really start having real bang. Like I believe in Tay's shit so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, free Tay, man.
yeah,
Free
like,
YGG Tay, man.
if the music side, like, yeah, I fucked with that.
I think that's a dope order.
I say all them people just because like the mark, like I said, the mark they made, Tay included, because like these is name everybody I name in the world know them.
Right.
I've been asked about these people,
Right.
like everywhere I've ever went. As soon as I say I'm from Baltimore,
Yeah,
and then
we
I
need-
can also give you like a whole
need
another
Tech.
5. Like we got it's more. We got man, you got Take Ho Bang, you got
Shorty.
you got Shorty, you got President Davo, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Davo.
You see what I'm saying? Davo was really
Davo was him.
talented. Like, yeah, TMC the Don.
About,
Roddy Racks.
What is it?
Roddy.
You got
Chaz.
OTR Chaz, both the Chazes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's you got Blue Benjamin, Beezy,
Mm-hmm.
and Sleepy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a lot of people. Like,
It's a lot. The city doing their thing. I ain't gonna lie.
You got CTM Ball. You got
Yeah, Ball from down the project.
Yeah, you got Ball.
Yeah, Ball hard too.
You feel me? We got
Ball
100,
hard.
we had 100 grand, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Boss Man. Like at the end of the day, like everybody played a part in making somebody believe this shit is achievable to even do this
Don't
shit.
leave Tim Trees
Yeah,
out there.
of course. Like that's why I said earlier.
Don't
I said,
leave my
Wayne
man
Jones.
Trees.
No,
Don't leave my man
that's why,
out.
That's why I said like everybody
Wayne
down
Jones,
to K Swift. Man, we can name all kind of people. Fucking Miss
80
Kitty,
dimes.
Miss Kitty,
We could go.
Hooli Shalom,
Be Rich,
Mully Man.
Mully.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's a lot
Deuce
of
Trade Deuce,
It's a lot of people that left
K
him up,
Swift.
man. K Swift, rest in peace.
Amazon. These is all people.
All y'all welcome to come. You know?
These is all people though that done that like was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Verb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tay Rock,
Comp.
Comp.
Man.
These people that put on for the city, man,
trying to
that
tell
definitely
you.
put on.
We've been reaching out to
trying to
Tay-Rock
tell
too.
you.
Trying to get Tay-Rock.
Caddy the Don.
Caddy. I got a record with Caddy.
You know what I mean?
Bubble.
Man, KG.
I remember KG.
You know what I mean?
Yo, now the list go on, man. Man, hey Test, man, I really appreciate you coming in here and giving us the real, man. You know, to me, man, you're a Baltimore legend.
I appreciate it.
I watched you do this shit as a kid when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And just to see where you prosper too, bro. Like sometimes it don't have to come with what everybody need to know.
Yeah,
but just a little bit you give us, you know what I'm saying, via social media and shit like that. I think that shit is dope. To see you well, see you alive. I definitely see you being a father.
Yeah,
one thing about it, man, I definitely salute niggas with the utmost respect.
Yeah.
When they fuck with their kids, man. And not just like your kids ain't just up the street in the city.
Nah, for
they
sure.
in a whole nother country.
Yeah.
And you see you still doing your daddy thing, bro. I salute you for that, man.
Appreciate it.
Bro,
Definitely a dope episode, man.
I definitely, my bad, cuz.
No, I'm just saying it's a dope episode, man. I definitely appreciate bro coming through, showing love to the pod.
Yeah, likewise.
We definitely try and grow. So if you watching and you want to come up, you got something going on,
You can hit me.
DM us.
Yeah, you can hit
DM
Test.
me.
If you don't know me or know Link,
straight.
hit Test, man.
If you see this and you try and get on the pod, man, and you
Yo, how was the vibe in the podcast, though? How was the vibe? Let the people know.
1,000.
1,000%.
1,000.
We did it again, man.
1,000.
Definitely, man.
Now niggas really need this. I told you earlier when we was off camera, like this is what be lacking in our scene. It's just the media and the realness, the professionalism, people really covering shit properly, highlighting the person that they dealing with properly. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. Because if you just think about it, like all ideas aside, right? If we just the consumer, right? Because I always try to remind niggas, like we be in the concerts, right? I'll look around in the arena and be like, yo, you do realize there's hella people in the world that don't give a fuck about what we're doing right now, right? Like this is just the people that care about it. So I be just trying to tell niggas, like the consumer, they only give a fuck about what they getting, you know what I mean? So it's like, when shit is coming across correct, everything's right, I promise you. That's what makes shit grow. That's what push the needle. That's what push the narrative. That's what make people subscribe. Like niggas say, yo, subscribe to them. Like you at certain point, you don't even have to tell a nigga to subscribe. Like they doing that anyway. You feel me? Because this shit coming across.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tash. Before we get off of here, man, I want to know is you following the page, man, on Instagram,
yeah, I
man?
told you earlier I needed to get on
Because
that.
when we go to
I told you we're going to do it right on the camera.
Yeah, I got to ask you on camera because if he
yeah.
ain't following y'all, I'm bringing that shit back up, trying to make Shade Room. Me and Tess going on Shade Room, man. Like, yo, hold on. Nigga did a whole episode. He ain't even followed the page. I'm sending nigga collaborations with his work. And he did a bar talk, y'all. The shit fire.
Yeah,
he kicked the shit he normally kick on the bar talk. That's coming soon, yeah, man. Y'all stay around. You following the page, Tess.
Yeah, hold on. I
gotta make sure you following, man.
I told you earlier.
Cause when I go to ask you and shit and you don't get it, I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't got it. The shit ain't popping up. Like, who the fuck is it?
Go ahead and follow Links to Chef too, man.
Yeah, I'm following everybody. We need to be connected anyway.
Yeah, we got to, man. We really not real shit though, man. I appreciate you came out. You came. You said you was coming.
Yeah, I came from London.
And you came from London.
London,
you know what I'm saying?
To the loop.
And bruv, my boy getting proper peas in the flats.
To the loop.
Yeah. My boy getting proper peas in the flats.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah? Man. Yeah? Come on, brother. We ain't playing, man. My boy. Hey, Tess, speaking of London, bro, I got some people out there, bro. I'm coming out that way, bro.
People out there.
Yo, I love what you saying.
You heard what I told you? I'm your people out there.
We had a whole London
Hold on,
episode.
man.
He said, I got some people. I'm your people out there.
That's what y'all heard him. I'm good when I get to London, man.
I'm telling you.
I'm good when I get to London.
I really be out there, bro. Like, it's lovely, bro. Like, they just like us.
Nah, it's a fact.
Yeah, we all the same, yo. That shit all the same.
That's a fact, man.
Is London like weather like ours? Is it like is their summer the same as ours?
It can be, but it's like bro say, it's more rainy and shit. Yeah, it'd be a little nippy. It's more like LA.
This is my only question, Chuck. Is we situated when we get to London?
Yeah, for sure.
We situated.
Whatever.
Yeah, we situated.
We good. We situated. Y'all know what it is, man. Passport shorty. I'm booking. I'm out, man. Y'all didn't see me on the motherfucking.
Though, like anybody though, you watching this, you from the city, you from the DMV, That's what social media is for. You wind up overseas, man. Tap in. That's how we connect these dots.
That's real shit.
That's how this shit works. Like,
That's real shit, man.
you feel me? I'm telling you, I done. You be surprised how it go. Niggas be thinking that this shit be happening, you know, all these strategic ways. Nah, I done had a motherfucker just bump into me and say, yo, what you do? And the next thing I know, I'm making money with this motherfucker.
Man, why you ain't been vlogging on Snapchat, man? I was following that for a while,
Yo,
man. You gotta get back to that.
Man, you know, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like for 4 or 5 years straight, I like did that shit so much, it like took a lot out of me.
Okay.
My kids started getting older. I was just like, man, like I wasn't drained from it because it was easy to give content because I found significance in just showing whatever I was doing every day. But that shit, like, you know, life, yo. You a person, you like, man, I can't even think of nothing to say to these people today. You know what I'm saying? They motherfucker looking at you for them words, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want you to go in there and pop that shit, tell them. And it's like,
be life.
yeah, so you know, a nigga be like, and that's why I fell back for a minute and then to be also 1,000 with you. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but you know the guidelines to shit be changing and updating, nigga, every 6 months, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm getting flagged for stupid shit. I can't
Yeah, I
joke.
was just fucked up yesterday when I'm thinking because Facebook sent me a message talking about your page is demonetized.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you understand? Like, I can't smoke.
Glitch.
You know, on Snapchat, if I'm in the car and I snap, it tells me it's limited reach. Like they gonna limit the reach because I'm in the car and it can sense. It's like on TikTok. If you go live on TikTok in the car, it'll ban you from going live.
Cause you in the car.
Cause you're in a car, yeah. Yeah, you feel me?
Man.
So it's like the restriction and the way they regulating this shit. It kind of turned me off too. I'm real organic on Snapchat, so it's like obviously I can be censored, but it's like the way I found significance was just being myself, and I just was like, man, it's so hard to do this shit and be politically correct without getting banned or kicked off the app and shit. So it's just like, I'm like, fuck it, I'd rather keep it and just post my music, man, so I can still connect to the people that I fuck with on here. Even they know though, like people write me all the time, like, man, I wish they know why. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cause I post like bro say the emails that say, yo, you've been flagged for harassment. The whole time I'm fucking just filming some dumb motherfucker on the plane. You feel me? Not saying nothing, just funny shit, but somebody that's following me reports it. Then you can write descriptions so you can say, that's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? So now they saying I'm harassing people. Like, that's real talk. Because I know folks that work at these fucking places. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, they like, man, you know.
That's crazy. I ain't know that. Yeah, hell yeah. You one of them.
That's how they regulate it, though, now. Like, a lot of people don't know, like, when social media hit like that with the IG and all that, they let us run wild, and remember you had all these likes and all these follows, and everybody just turned up for no reason. Motherfuckers just turned. No, that you post something, that shit going everywhere instantly. Like,
now they shadow ban the shit out.
So what it was they just let it get like that so people can get so accustomed to the lifestyle of it, and then they just monetized it for themselves. So like even when you promote, like when you pay like the promote button to promote, that motherfucker ain't doing nothing but opening up the post to the people that already follow you.
Yeah, where you should have been already hitting.
Yeah, like if you got 100,000 people and you hit post, it's only gonna let you 100 see you right now for this first hour. But if you hit promote, we'll let 20,000 of your 100,000 people see you.
Yeah, the motherfuckers in full control.
So they
That's why
making
we
you
ain't
pay
buying no
for
followers,
for your own
organic
following
in the
to
loop,
see
man.
you. You know what I'm saying? That's why your like comments be least. That's why they introduced the turn your likes off button. Because they knew people that used to get 50,000 likes every post was gonna be emotional about that. So they had to counter it. Somebody else was like, well, I know what we can do. We can turn the likes off button. And now that's why you'll see big ass artists with the likes off. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know, because everybody's infected. Nigga, like, oh yeah, Beyonce, you want to see Beyonce or whoever she signed to, goddamn better spend that bag. Mm-hmm. That's why you only see Beyonce now whenever Beyonce doing Beyonce shit. Before, you'll see that shit everywhere if she posts something. Because everybody's seen it and posted it.
Yeah, they nickel and diming you now.
Yeah, they definitely
about to check.
They bagged Instagram up.
And that's another thing. Like they monetize off everything.
They
Like even
broke
that,
that
like they
shit
know how
down.
bad someone wanted a blue check. Like people was paying the people that work for their company to get it for them. Top money. Like I know niggas that was
I
paying
ain't paying
$50,000.
$15 for no blue check
I know niggas that was paying $50,000
a month.
like for a blue check, 50 racks. Nigga might got a company, they want it verified. This is back before they was doing the letting you. And that's what made them go, yo, we missing all this money. They're like, motherfuckers is getting all this money for putting our blue check on somebody's profile. Why don't we just make it where everybody can do it? So then they did that, and guess what? The whole world did it, and they ate. And it's a subscription too. You got to continue
every
to keep
month.
it there.
Now
You pay us, so you ain't.
But it's all a mind
verified
fuck.
no more.
It's all a mind fuck because they know our minds have been trained to see that blue check when it was important. Remember when you couldn't get one? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that mean that you were validated. All it meant was you was validated by Instagram. Meaning
They
like
done made $100 million off
like
it,
this is
billion.
really yo. Like we're Instagram saying that this is yo.
Yeah, this really him.
So whatever comes from this page is really yo. Now it's like they like, damn, people love this so much they'll pay for it. They'll pay just for to look like they're whoever, and that's what it's about. But it's like I don't never get mad at it. That's just how shit works.
Yeah, it's the business
they
part
broke
of
it.
it.
Yeah,
They
it's just
broke
us
it
all-
down.
yeah, they put it together and it worked.
They
And
selling nickels now.
Yeah, yup, they killed it.
It's the business side of it.
So everybody that got rich in the beginning, you know, niggas selling promo because they should get 1 million likes. So he's charging nigga 40,000 for the post because you're gonna have 1 million likes every day. I hope you saved your money that you made because as soon as they came and implemented the regulations, it's over with. At the times it wasn't because they was letting that shit really was smacking. Like, for instance, if one of these bad bitches on Instagram that get all them views, it's a time period. It was a time when you could pay that bitch 5,000 and nigga, you about to really run it up off the people that come from them because they shit was really smacking like that. Like, it's like, think about it. What's this, like, let's say they say Beyonce got what? Let's just say she had fucking 50 million followers. It was actually a time on Instagram when if she posted, 50 million people actually got it.
People see it.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So that shit was real in the beginning. Like really, like think about the math on that. Like
Yeah, it's worth
50
the
million. All we need, let's just say we just trying to sell 10,000 units of anything. We can get it in front of 50 million people right now.
Right.
Like we know when that bitch pressed it and we got the alert, we know that 50 million people just got this.
Yep. You don't know who's gonna get it.
Yeah,
Maybe
now you don't know
100,000.
what's going on.
Maybe 1 million out of 50 million.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Yeah,
it
yes,
might not get
exactly.
you might not get 700 views
Exactly.
on that shit.
That's crazy.
So you don't know it's a gamble. You feel me?
Man, listen to us,
You
man.
know what I mean? Little jewels for y'all before we slid. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
thank you for coming up here. You dropped a lot of jewels and gems of the industry and the game, bro. We really appreciate that shit.
No, for
I learned
sure.
some shit. I'm sure everybody in here did.
Bar talk is crazy too.
The bar talk was
Appreciate it.
definitely
Yeah, man.
fire.
Hey, yeah, y'all come up here and get y'all bar talk too. Y'all better come represent.
Man, please know our platform is your platform, man. Anytime you this way, you got something going on, all you gotta do is hit the number, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pull up.
I'm sending everybody too.
We here for you. I mean, with that being said, man, any last words for him?
Man, y'all just subscribe, man.
Subscribe to the
Yeah,
channel, man. We
subscribe,
got
man.
Test
You
up
got-
here.
you gotta stay in the
The
loop.
big one, not the little one. Y'all know what's going on.
That's really what I be wanting. I want to encourage people to subscribe, brother.
Man, thank you, brother. Yo, with that being said, man, this Interlude Podcast, we did it again. Another legend. If y'all didn't know him, you know him now, man.
Love.
We out.
Yes.